I didn't expect these photos to sell at all. They were just test shots for a YouTube video. But this keeps happening, and after years of selling stock photography, I finally realized why. And in this video, I'm gonna share with you another experience-based strategy that will help you sell more stock photos. You would think by now I would have run out of ideas for videos like this, but whenever I see a pattern in my sales, I want to share it with you so you can increase your sales as well. Now, whether you're new to stock photography or you've been doing it for a few years, I think this is going to help you improve your numbers. My name is Charles Wollertz. This is Wollertz Photography. Welcome to the channel. I've mentioned before the idea of shooting with intention, but that can mean a lot of things to a lot of people. So today I'm gonna focus on one of those intentions and show you how the tools you already have can create sellable photos. About a month ago, I made a video featuring the newer ML01. Newer sent me not just one, but two of the ML01 macro photography lights. Now, to make that video, I took a lot of test shots and a bunch of those photos have already been selling. Now, here's the thing. My intention was not to feature the product that I was photographing. Even though the macaroons looked amazing, my intention was to highlight what the lights could do. The spotlight effect, you know, wide, narrow, the different colors they have. Like, that was what I was trying to do, was highlight all of the features that these lights had. And because of that, I started using every feature available and I started creating commercial looking photos. Okay, let's push this out of the way. When I was outdoors, I photographed a tiny hemlock cone sitting on green moss, and all I did was use one of these lights with a little bit of a warm color to it. That's all I did. It fill in the color and it balanced the scene. Simple. That image sold because the cone was properly lit and it was visually balanced. Without the light, it was just too dark. But literally, just adding a little bit of a side light, a warm glow to the side, balanced the image and made it a sellable photo. With the lupine flowers and the fake rain, I used one of these lights and I set it to that blue color because why not? It's an option, so why not use it? It's blue on blue. And that image sold the same day it was accepted to Adobe stock. Now, some of the studio setups have been selling too. I should say most of them have, but there's only a handful that haven't sold yet, like the donuts. I honestly don't know why they haven't sold yet. I'm pretty confident that given a little bit more time, they will sell. For those photos, I used the zoom feature on the light, creating a natural vignette here on the table. And I just captured that on camera. I didn't add any Photoshop or anything. It was just a natural vignette from the light. Some of the macaroon photos with the different gobos in the background, the different shapes and lights and spotlight, those have been selling a lot too, because the light naturally highlights the subject and creates separation from the background. Now, the idea of featuring those backgrounds like that, I had the gobos, I had the light, and I was like, how am I gonna use this? That was the intention. How am I gonna show how these lights can create that? And that gave me a sellable photo. That's what I'm trying to say. The intention gave me sellable photos. I didn't upload the photos of that chocolate dome thingy because it broke during transport. There was a big crack in it. And I just didn't feel like spending that much time in Photoshop fixing it. But I bet that if that dessert would have been presentable, those photos would have sold too. This is my point. Regardless of what you're photographing, shooting with intention is gonna generate more sales. I think this is where a lot of photographers get stuck, because we ask ourselves, what should I photograph today? We should be asking, with this light, with this camera, with this lens, how can I make the most out of the piece of gear that I'm using? If all you have is a flashlight, then spend a day learning what the flashlight does and how you can photograph that. Same thing with the LED panel or something like the ML01. How can you feature all the features that this thing has, and that's gonna give you those photos. Learning how to use the lights that you already have, like that flashlight video I made. I've sold, I can't even tell you how many photos with a stupid flashlight. If all you own is an LED panel, photograph 10 different subjects using every feature available. Your limitation becomes your creativity. You can define that intention in many different ways. This is just one example, but this is a repeating pattern that I've seen over and over again. My experiment of creating 1,000 drink photos using that LED light and one COB light, it's almost to the point where those photos have paid for those lights. Within 6 months, the lights are paid for by those photos. Why? Because my goal wasn't to photograph the drinks, my goal was to highlight what those lights could do. It was to explore different creative ways to use them. The same thing happened with the photos I made highlighting flashes or strobes or even the flashlight. So whether your goal is to highlight a product or food, a landscape, or a specific light like the ML01, I can tell you from experience that focusing on the features and the possibilities of that particular tool is gonna help you create commercial looking images. Now, obviously, you still need to know how to use your camera and create great photographs. Let me jump in here real quick to remind you that I have a full photography course available. It's 15 years of experience condensed into 50 short recipe style lessons. So instead of just theory, you get exactly what to do step by step. I cover everything from the basics like exposure and composition all the way to real world shooting situations and simple commercial setups you can actually use. And if you're looking for something a little bit more portable, I also have photography booklets that you can take with you. These are quick guides you can use in the field as reminders when you're out shooting. Whether you want the full structured course or just a quick reference guide, it's all designed to help you shoot with more confidence and less guessing. There's a link in the video description if you want to check it out. All right, back to the video. Now remember, stock photography is commercial photography. Your goal is to create images that someone can use to sell something, an idea, an object, a product, even dietary advice. Almost a good stock photo can be used in multiple ways. Your job is to create that with intention. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.